behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello everybody. It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got another great interview coming up for you in just a moment. But before we begin, don't forget about that subscribe button and the bell. And anytime a new episode comes your way, you'll be notified. And always can leave a comment on the comment section. We love to hear from you there. And we're on Facebook, so go to facebook.com/Paul Mash TV. And obviously follow us there, comment on everything you see, and send us an inbox. And we'd love to hear from you there. And we'd love to hear from you in email as well. PaulMashTV, all one word, @gmail.com. And if you're a band or even a solo artist that want to be on the show, send us an email and we'll show you how to do that. And we love fan mail as well, so send us a fan letter if you like, and we'll go from there. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. From Melbourne, Australia today, we have Madam Nightingale with us. She's a really talented and awesome artist, and I think you're going to agree. And we'll get to that interview in just 1 second because it starts right now. Okay, here we go with the interview, and with us from Melbourne, Australia, we have Madam Nightingale with us today. Thanks for joining us, Madam Nightingale.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. We're glad to have you here today. Well, how did it begin for you as far as being an artist? I mean, I'm sure that you grew up with music, maybe you just kind of fell into it. I mean, there could be hundreds of stories of how you got into it, but tell us in your own words.
Well, I suppose I sort of fell into it. I guess I was running an art sort of venue with someone, and somebody just turned up one day with a keyboard and said, "Oh, I need somebody to sing on a song," and so I just volunteered because I liked singing, just as an amateur, and that was 10 years ago, and it's just slowly evolved. And I was in an indie duo, and then I was in an indie rock band for 7 years called the Winter Friends, and then that evolved into a new sort of synth pop performance duo out of some of the producers and musicians from the previous band, and it became the voice of Madam Nightingale, my character.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great. I hope you continue to do well in your career. And let's say, who did you grow up listening to that really helped influence you, in the mainstream world?
So in the mainstream world, I was absolutely adored Joan Armatrading and jazz musicians in particular for singing style, Nina Simone. So I sing with a very low register for a female. So I guess I was inspired by people like Joan Armatrading and Nina Simone because they sounded in my head like how I wanted to sing. So my vocal style has that sort of jazz and folk influences, like those two, I guess, heroes of singing. And from pop, because of my sort of childhood was sort of like late 80s, early 90s, synth pop and synth wave. I guess my heroes in that sort of genre would be Tracy Thorn from Everything But the Girl, or bands like Depeche Mode. And so over time, my writing and composition has come to almost resemble, what late 80s sort of synth wave would sound like if it was reproduced now, with those sort of deeper jazzy styled vocals over the top.
Yeah, those are some pretty good ones there. I can see where you get your sound from, and we're all going to in just a moment or two here on a video. But before we get into that, tell everybody where we can find your music at. I mean, I'm sure it's streaming and all the streaming media sites, but where can we find you, like on social media? And I know you got your MadamNightingale.com written on that piece of paper, so I guess you can go there too. But anyway.
Yeah, that's it. Ooh, look at that. just in case people can't, it's on open access. Everyone can see it and read it. Yep. So in addition to MadamNightingale.com, which links to everything, it's a bit of a drag clicking through there. If you just Google Madam Nightingale on almost pretty much any social media platform, our most active ones are Facebook and Instagram. And we have a YouTube channel. And for buying the music, we're now on all the streaming sites, courtesy of Noise Hive. So if you go to Spotify or Apple Music or anywhere and Google Madam Nightingale, our debut single, she'll pop up. and you'll be able to listen to it or give it a whirl.
Okay, well, check out all the streaming media sites and be sure to go to madamnightingale.com and find all her social media sites there as well. And I know she would love you for that. And we're getting ready to watch this video here. Let's see, what's the title of it? And is there a story behind that song?
So yeah, Dance With Me, I guess that's our debut single. It came out, the audio, about a month ago, but the video, as you know, is part of this premiere. So thanks for having us for that. And it was originally written during the first pandemic lockdown here in Melbourne. So it was really about that need to sort of, get over the sadness that the whole world was in and think about living life again and living life to the fullest. So although the words are actually quite dark, they're about that original first wave where people in China were dying and you were watching it on TV and didn't know what was going on. But it's all sung in metaphor. So the metaphor is really about, doesn't matter how bad it gets, there's always hope and you can always go out and do more. And so the theme of the video, I worked with a fantastic video editor here in Melbourne from All Events Video Productions called Hayley Luxer, and she helped me to storyboard the music video. And so you will see that there's a group of people. I won't give it away because you'll see that in the video, but there's a certain sort of group of people that you think may have lost hope in their lives, and you can see how at any age, at any time in your life, you can get out there and you can just do what you want to do and live life to the fullest. And that's the theme of the video, to sort of metaphorically I suppose emphasize the lyrics from the song.
Okay, it does look a little self-explanatory because the name of the song is "Dance with Me," and I think it is really good there, and I know you can't wait to see it, and we'll get to that in a second. But Madam Nightingale, thank you so much for coming on the show. We'd love to have you back again sometime if you got anything new to plug for us, and we'll welcome you back.
Sensational. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure, and thanks for having me.
Okay, no problem. And here it is, "Dance with Me," and it starts right now.